I've got news. We've done a reading.
The Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands. This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552. I know, I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a Ten of Swords.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Ellis Munro.
The yard exposed to the well's contents. So that's quite a history.
You must be Sam. I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me. We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry, you know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend. Can't we be both, Sam? Poe's his radio name. He's actually John Poe. He's on air now, but you can come back at 8:30 if you want to see him. On air? We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding. Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show. He's fine. He keeps asking me to pose for him, you know, without any clothes on. I always say no. Yes, we were friends. I hadn't known her for long, only a few weeks. We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show. After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back. This is just between us, right? We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy. I'm not going into detail, Sam. We pledged each other multiple times. Oscar, yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind, but she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else. I said some guys like to watch, so tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked. She told Oscar to watch from her walk-in wardrobe. When he was at a safe distance, she put on a show. She faked it. She told me she faked it. But you'd know best. I don't think so. We were very discreet. It was more fun that way. No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. My life was playing on a TV screen, and every time I did something, another version of me started playing over the first. In the end, there were so many versions it became a fog. It filled my lungs. I couldn't breathe. And then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam? I don't know what. I mean, I'm anxious now. Maybe it was predicting Dorota's death. Or mine. Just don't hurt me. Or let me get hurt. Sam? You forgot your phone.
I wanted to say I was breathing, but in all honesty, I think...
Sam, do me a favor, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me.
We've got a new target. Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
On her back. Her legs were twisted onto her side, but her upper body was twisted, with her back flat on the road, face staring up into the sky. I saw her chest rise and fall. She was breathing.
I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help though. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing. Yeah, she sounded blonde on the radio, but Mercury called her as a redhead. A little bit. What did you want to know? A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony. We've all known about them for hundreds of years. We just know them by different names. Demons, skinwalkers, Jack the Ripper. They're all travelers. 3 is a powerful number. There's a divine balance to it in our universe anyway. But maybe it doesn't mean anything where the traveler's from. Maybe 3 is just the carry-on limit for interdimensional travel. No. I can do a reading if you want. Chariot. Is Zach a suspect? I'm sensing there's a lot of tension, pent-up frustration, like he's trying to keep everything together, and if he can just do that... I'm sorry, that's not much help to you, is it? Yes, of course. Anything. I've already been doing that, but sure, I'll keep at it. Maybe it'll feel sorry for me and finally put out.
I was in such a rush that I let down the last 3 stairs and nearly killed.
In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. And we couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity. The Butcher of Birmingham received 3 life sentences and won't be seeing the light of day anytime soon. We know it wasn't him, though. We know it was a traveller. Yes, I met her at the radio station. I was offering my services. Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free.
I watched them walk up.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do. You got it. Me and the spirit world are going to have a serious chat. I'll get back to you when I find something.
That very moment, she's with me again, gripping my hand tight.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
To find Uni standing on his chest, her mottled face inches from his, to his ribcage through her paws. He lifted a numb hand and rubbed her cheek. "Sleep," he whispered.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Herding his slow bare feet in dangerously tight circles, Uni was...
Zach, what are you doing here?
I've been a naughty boy. I need to tell my previous partners.
Good to know. I'm not one of them though, so... Unless there's anything else?
Pose for me.
Zach, please stop asking. It's not gonna happen.
Just,
Are you bullying me into taking my clothes off for you? That's sleazy. Just leave, Zach, before I call Chief DuPont.
He'd had to put that one out of its misery. He put all of them out of their misery. A stamp to the head, the tiniest cracking of skull, blood and feathers on the ground. It was kinder that way. The kitchen was quiet. The small, heaped body on the mat by the cat flap.
Hello, I'm Rain. Okay.
The kitten's body, stepping over its limp legs without even looking, her eyes fixed on him.
Haven't you done enough predicting my death?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just kidding. I know it's not your fault. Well, unless you're the killer. I think it's a no. Sorry. It's just the reading that you gave me the other day. I don't want to scare off the audience.
Why would I scare off your listeners? What reading?
The reading you gave me. To show me what you could do. It was scarily accurate.
What was accurate about
Everything. My broken heart, the enveloping darkness, my beautiful death. You said it was just a metaphor, that it was just about transformation. But it's not. I'm going to die, aren't I?
Be a good one. Harder even than a magpie. One and done. The kitten's skull was softer than he expected. It caved easily, the thin bones crackling and fizzing with bubbling blood. The wet towel stuck to his heel as he...
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
So, Ellis...
I'm honestly not going to try and worry about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
Really?
I believe Sam is going to save Ellis. According to the Ouija, this could play out in a lot of different ways, but mostly saving Ellis.
What other...
Ellis could run, Ellis could die, Ellis could be saved, mistaken identity, someone else dies. There's a lot of noise coming from the beyond, but it's not just a load of voices saying Ellis will die. Sam's got this.
The blood slowed and started to dry. Finally...
What is it, Ray?
I have a plan.
You do? Enlighten me.
Maybe Ellis should stay with us.
With our track record. If she gets killed anywhere near us, we'll be sent to jail, whether we did it or not.
That's cold.
I'm just being practical. Ellis's fate is in our hands. Ours isn't.
Sleep through Uni's wake-up calls. She was sitting up, cross-legged, thumbing her phone, but put it down on the bed.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
She started pulling at the fur. She hadn't mentioned it.
Chief DuPont. Thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking you're safe.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
Have I ever let you down? What's really worrying you?
That you're just saying you're doing things when you're not actually doing anything. What's the plan, Chief DuPont? How do we stop this from happening? How do we stop me from dying?
A passing germ, a gentle touch. But this monster was not that limited. All this needed...
Chief, I wanted to ask you something.
Is it about the boudoir?
Yeah. So it's true then?
I haven't seen them. It's all tasteful stuff.
I didn't get them. Now I feel like I'm the only person who hasn't seen them.
What did you want to ask?
Am I still a suspect?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Listen, I think I might get out of this place soon. I need some space.
They usually are. They're easier to infect. Time for her fall. But the demon knew. Sooner or later she would, and there would be a...
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
Rings and fly. There was a process to this. The young, susceptible, high-risk group. Demon in their heart. Most people do anyway. A hollow home for the whispers to rest, implant, and grow the demon. The demon would stolen place, pushing lungs out of the way until breathing hurts. He whispers in the heart of his gift, and only the fool could quiet him. One else. First girl, she was no different. She was near.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Now it was just a waiting game until she got to home every night.
Oscar, I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Were you seeing Dorota?
Oscar, it's so much more complicated than that.
Why didn't you save her?
Oscar, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. That's not who I am. I go out of my way to help people, to be kind to them.
So were you helping or being kind?
I had feelings for her, Oscar. You should understand that. I'm sorry this is how you had to hear it. But maybe she didn't tell you because she was leaving me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I truly am.
I forgive you. I forgive you. You want to make it up?
How?
Maybe if I knew what Dorota saw in you, it'd help.
What do you mean?
We should sleep together.
Right on the first try, her red hair fanned out around her pillow as she laid back, holding the bottle above her, note on the pillow beside her, her final bedfellow. Pills don't hurt, right? She'd been like this that day. Sleep, and it'll be over. And it'll be over. It'll be over.
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
What's your name? I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. Do you want to know a secret? Violet was taken by aliens in their ship. Shh. She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you? Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio.
That death alone couldn't start the contagion. It needed an audience. And they made it. Told her tragic story, painted the town red with her hair and her blood, satiated the awful curiosity of the audience. Demons gave them a bigger home, a louder voice. Boy, this time. First domino.
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here. Couple of times, promo shoots, that sort of thing. No, she is my type though. Type of model. I'll ask her about the boudoir shoot again.
To below like you'd find the bed sheets. His host, gotten too big for this poor soul to bear, tore him apart and drowned with him, tangled together in the water. They didn't make.
Hi, I'm Lexi. Oh, I'm Lexi.
Light for his age, light enough to not snap the tree branch.
Lexicorn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are thin?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story.
What did you hear?
Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not? Why not?
I'm going to stick around until you're sick of the sight of me, alright? I'm not in any danger. Ellis is in danger. Sam's in danger.
Eroding the people on shore until only the...
Our job is so stressful.
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it?
For me, it's a common decency thing. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Did you know the Earth was overrun by transdimensional evil? Want to help fix it? Sure.
Transdimensional evil?
I'll read the manual, Lex. People are afraid of ghosts, zombies, and aliens. They never even think to consider the possibility that there are millions of universes, potentially with millions of predators, all far more evolved than we are. What are our chances of victory? Minuscule. But if we don't fight at all, 0.
Dreams like this, Poe. Please tell me what you think about this one.
I find that always interesting. So it's an unresolved issue.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
They have to put everything back the way it was.
You know what?
To deputy dream interpreter.
I mean, keep going the way you're going and I might be out of a job.
Oh, we need you, Alice.
Well, shopping relates to needs and desires. So, Gabby, what you're... The loss of money. What you'll often find with dreams is that the loss of money actually relates to a...
We've got a new target. Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Rain's confirmed he met Alice at the radio station. Picking his next victim, maybe? Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Dark Night with Poe and Monroe.
Open at Midnight by Martin Oten, read by Lacey Finley. The old man hobbled slowly down the street, leaning heavily on his tripod-ended walking stick.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Other took final swigs from their cans of beer and strolled blithely down the pavement, tracking the pensioner.
Bron, what are we going to do about Ellis?
What would you do about Ellis?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
The few times we've caught up with the Traveller, nothing's worked.
Talking to them?
Please don't kill that person. Okay, thanks. Oh no, look, you killed them anyway. You know that doesn't work, Bron.
To a twilight world where I hallucinated the deaths of those around me. Long after midnight, I went down to the churchyard.
Do you believe Tara can predict things now?
I'm not one for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
It says you're lying about your alibi.
Did it really? Can it predict the murderer? No. Of course not. You'd have done that already.
Kill me 5 times over. I suspect I survived because the beast wasn't ready to release.
Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Get out now before I call the police!
Or the endless replays in my head, so they loaded me up with antipsychotics, smothering my brain in cotton wool and the world with a letter for my physician and a... I was very, very lucky I was not connected with the police manhunt after the body was found. After his own. Tonight, building up in me for the last 8 days, so tonight I'll go looking for trouble. The gates of madness open at midnight. There's no point in trying to fight it, so I have to try and keep as much control as I can. Out there, it's a chill night, and there's been rain, so I can keep the hood up on my parka without looking suspicious on the surveillance cameras. I take the train down to King's Cross, more anonymous than the tube and fewer cameras. Pulled up.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
A taxi speeds by me, splashing me with...
Claude.
Violet, there's been a UFO sighted on a night that you can't remember.
Footsteps behind me. Soft, but to my heightened awareness, nearly deafening. Is this the one? I slow down, give an innocent passerby the chance to save himself. The footsteps slow. Within me, the beast snarls and slobbers in anticipation. A couple walk on the other side of the street, engrossed in each other. The footsteps behind me cease. I sense he has slipped into the dark of a doorway.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
From the clatter of the footsteps, there is only one person following me. I don't know how many the beast could take. I once watched it overwhelm 3 skinheads who thought I was their victim, and they were young, strong, and used to getting stuck in. It was worse the second time. I'd convinced myself I was over it, that I was okay, that I could live a normal life. Wrong. So wrong. At least I knew what to do when the dream started. I was able to prepare, get some clothes together, do a bit of reconnaissance. I couldn't count on being so lucky a second time. It still tore my head apart when the beast came through. I tried to defy the beast a couple of times, but I learned pretty soon that it was futile. I've had to cut myself off from any close relationship.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
It's true, and of course, I will not. There's no predictable pattern to it. Years can go on quietly, but I want.
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota. Sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you.
Things? That's ominously vague. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lexi.
Lexi? I like it. It's got an edge.
Dorota says I know what you did to Dorota. You're dating Violet, aren't you? Dorota says she knew you.
Yeah, she had a portrait session with me. Can I get you a drink?
No thanks. Sure.
Here, I've only got vodka. You're old enough to drink, right?
Of course. Of course.
Just checking. Have you ever thought about dyeing your hair red? I think it would suit you.
You're dating Violet, aren't you? I know what you did to Dorota. You're dating...
No, we're just friends.
That's not what you told Sam.
Sam? Who are you? Are you working with the police too?
I'm helping Sam with the case. Don't worry.
I'm not worried. I just don't like being lied to.
I know what you did to Dorota.
I didn't do anything to Dorota.
You killed her.
You make it sound so sordid. Dorota didn't do anything she didn't want to.
Riding pillion. The hunter now becomes the hunted, freezes. My hand seize him with strength many times my own. My right hand crushes his larynx.
Hello, I'm Rain.
The beast drinks in his life force as it.
Who is Sophia?
You saw her, did you? She's my goddaughter, at that age where she overshares.
Is she a ghost?
What makes you say that, Rain? Is there something about her aura?
I toss the body away, expecting it to flutter in. The ecstasy fades. Time to get out of here. Not running. That draws attention. Walk briskly and purposefully away from the broken heap in the shadows along.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Trafalgar Square at last, so full of people, none of them knowing. As I wait in the rain. By the time the night bus arrives, the high has passed, leaving me drained and depressed. And as I think about the weeks ahead...
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
Why didn't you tell me Ellis was next?
I told you Dorota was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
Ragging on my legs, the muscles taut with cramp.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
I long to sleep myself. Bagged and ready for disposal. I'll take them to the dump tomorrow first thing. Then I'll... Because there will... And another after that. Hopefully I'll get a bit of peace. But in the longer term, I can see no end to it. I know I can't resist the Slayer's needs, and I have no idea how long it will continue, so I am left with the image of myself. Extremities, and after that, well, he needed a new coat, and he would have to do this. It had been a good one.
Yeah, she asked for a sample reading to show what I could do. It's easy to see now, with the benefit of hindsight. Three of Swords, the Devil, Death. I mean, any tarot reader will tell you that death hardly ever means real physical death. But given what we've learned...
Read by Jessie Cox. She must be early 20s. The white robes barely cover her, soaked in blood. How very traditional, thinks Lung, lighting up another cigarette.
Was it a gold coin? That's more of a serial killer thing than a possessed by a traveler thing. It's a bit showy, but there's no guarantees.
Cough. Coughing violently and uncontrollably, Lung adds his own blood sample to the victim's. He drops a barely touched cigarette to the floor and squishes it with his boot heel. Wiping his mouth with a now bloodied sleeve, he reaches into his jacket for something. Another cigarette. Lighting up, he produces a phone from his jacket and hits a speed dial number. I think I found her. It's not good, I'm afraid. Coughing up blood, the girl gurgles out a shriek and raises up from the dais. Although it may be, whispers Lung, before hanging up the phone. He steps backwards wearily.
She has a wicked imagination for her age. I was seeing and hearing things that weren't there. That's why. I'm taking pills. I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently. Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up. No. Not even the moon.
Bang! 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 The bullets whip holes through her chest, and blood arcs ferocious.
What do you know about it? Yeah, I pulled in a few bug-eyed aliens, but I wouldn't confess. We've got a murder to solve. Can we talk about this later? We've got a new target. Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Rain's confirmed he met Alice at the radio station. Picking his next victim, maybe? Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Put the cigarette to her lips and lights it. Cough. Cough. Coughing like it's her first smoke. She looks down pitifully at Long.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Owen Monroe.
Nightmares by Angela Atkins. From the Jessa channel. I didn't know where she came from. I was driving along, playing.
Oscar, good. You got my message. Got some things to show you.
What have you got?
Does, this mean anything to you?
That's Dorota.
And what if I showed you this?
Alice Monroe.
Do you know her?
She's from the radio.
And if I do this? No? Anything?
What are you doing?
That'll be all. You can go now.
The hum of the engine and a distorted voice from the now only company as I simply sat there. Everything in my head was screaming for me to go, to run.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Problem. But I couldn't do it. I had to know. So I took a deep view mirror. Lying in the road behind me, a body. There was definitely a body. Run. Everything still
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Making myself open the car door. The interior ding sounded to in the ignition as I cautiously that lay unnaturally twisted atop the pavement. I wanted to say I was certain that at night again. My legs felt like gel on the side of my car for support, the other out to catch myself when I inevitably passed out.
I don't really want to. About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. A cold tap. Drip. 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 And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me. It's happened 5 times, even on clozapine. Get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal. As far as I know, I've gone. It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on. They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts, bruises, memories.
I was driving on.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.